You're actively debating whether to quit your job, and you suddenly pass a billboard that says, "Time for a fresh start." Or you hum an obscure song you haven't heard in a decade, turn on the radio, and there it is. People usually respond to these events with absolute mysticism, treating them as cosmic signs, or with absolute skepticism, dismissing them as meaningless noise. But clinical psychology suggests both reactions are incorrect. These spooky occurrences are actually the visible output of an evolutionary background program running continuously in the brain. When we misinterpret these outputs as cosmic signals, we waste a built-in tool for deep self-awareness. To understand the machinery, we have to look at the biological problem it solves. Every second, the brain is bombarded with billions of bits of environmental data. It must delete 99% of reality to prevent cognitive overload. Humans have long tried to influence the world through symbolic imprinting, like these nails driven into a wooden figure. Historically, anthropologists like Sir James George Frazer called this sympathetic magic. In psychology, we call it perceptual priming, the mechanism behind the frequency illusion. When you focus on a specific concept or symbol, you tell your brain to lower its threshold for noticing it. Your internal radar tags that concept as important, allowing it to bypass deletion filters while the rest of the noise is deflected. Reprogramming these filters highlights existing opportunities. It doesn't create them through magic. Psychiatrist Carl Jung explored this through synchronicity, the alignment of inner thoughts with outer events that lack a causal link but feel meaningful. Neurologically, this is the result of our brain's relentless tendency to associate events that occur near each other in time or space. This subjective, observer-made connection triggers a spike of dopamine, emerging in our consciousness as a profound feeling of realization. This chemical reaction signals that a specific theme is highly relevant to your emotional state, forcing your subconscious priorities into your conscious mind. To use this, we have to move from being passive spectators of fate to active programmers of our own minds. We can start by using a hardware patch known as the artificial print. By choosing a physical object, a specific ring, stone, or piece of art, to represent a psychological state like calm or assertiveness, you deliberately prime your neural networks every time you look at it. These objects serve as neurological anchors, keeping goals in your perceptual horizon so you don't default to automated habits. We can also treat real-world coincidences as a living Rorschach test, like the symmetrical cards shown here. When a striking coincidence happens, stop romanticizing the external event and audit your internal reaction to it. Ask why your brain chose to link these specific things right now. Because the external event is neutral, any meaning you project onto it functions as diagnostic data exported from your subconscious. Stripping away the mysticism provides a scientific toolkit to audit ignored priorities and use the brain's existing hardware to accelerate personal growth.